And this gives Willie the willies. How does that feel in your hands?
Well, I can actually feel it. It's been in there. This one's been in since 2005, so 15 years. It takes only a couple days to heal, and after that, you kind of forget you have it.
And in 15 years, Amal Grafstra hasn't lost an ATM card or access pass, because with a secure chip implant in his body, contactless passwords and secure information are literally on hand anytime. With a Wave, it does the same job as a traditional plastic card. So how would you convince me to do that?
I think the idea is that we're going to be developing a lot of compelling applications, from payment, so tap and pay, contactless, to securing everything from email to identity, getting rid of passwords, being able to log into things with just a scan or a tap, no more remembering this password or that one. And the fact that it's actually cryptographically secure, so somebody can't just read your chip and then go pretend to be you. It's actually a full cryptographic challenge support.
But you need an infrastructure to support this. What kind of development needs to be done in an ecosystem before this becomes really useful?
We have a backend that we've developed that works with this, so that supports very standardized protocols. So OpenID Connect, OAuth 2, OTP, one-time code generators. We're getting into U2F and other types of very standard web protocols. And that chip is actually inside of this injector. This is our EOGAS sterilized injector system. We present this in a full kit that includes all the materials like gauze, standard drape, things like that. You can see we have the lot number here, the processing mark indicator, so indicating that it's a sterile package. This comes inside of a full kit. This kit is fully packaged with the injector and everything you need for the professional to perform the installation. But we have a professional partner network, so a network of medical doctors and also body piercers. You can bring the kit to a professional. They will perform it, the installation within 30 seconds, it's done. One of the things that we are very happy about is that this procedure is actually safer than an ear piercing.
So am I a suitable candidate to be a cryptobionic man?
So you can put one here or in between here or here. You can see there's a blood vessel here, so we wouldn't do here, but maybe between here or along the knife edge. So we just lift up the skin like this and place the needle, eject it, and you're done.
Now, guess how many Amal has on hand?
Well, I have one here, 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 here. I have a flat biopolymer one here and here.
At 2.1 by 14 millimeters, the power for it comes from a near-field communication or NFC reader.
You have a very powerful cryptographic token. It literally upgrades your capabilities as a human being, and you don't even think about it.
And what has consumer reaction been like?
I think it's about, I would say close to 25, 30% people are freaked out, but most people are actually quite interested.
So if you're like me, who tend to forget things and leave things at home, or if you tend to lose your wallet or keys often, this might be a good alternative just to put your ID right in your hand.
When Elias Brotberger goes to work, he doesn't need ID. And he doesn't need money. In fact, much of what he needs to get through the day is hidden right there, just below the surface, in his hand.
You like to touch it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, weird. Yeah, it's like a grain of rice.
Yeah, a grain of rice.
Embedded in his hand is a microchip that serves as his keys, his ID, and his wallet.
Yeah, it's all in chip, so I use it like to get around the building.
Buy snacks.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's buy some snacks.
Exactly.
So I can't open it.
No.
Okay.
So what I need to do is I need to first blip my chip, and it will log me in, and from there I get access to the fridge.
Popular TV shows like Black Mirror have imagined chips as part of a dystopian future.
Install ingrain procedure with local anesthetic and you're good to go.
In Sweden, the microchips are already here.
The microchip implants use the same technology that's in contactless credit cards.
Which have made cash pretty much obsolete in Sweden.
No cash.
At this tech fair, a chipping event for those on the cutting edge, merging their hands with this new technology.
I thought it would be fun, right?
The process is simple and swift. A pinch of the skin, and in a matter of seconds, the chip is inserted. The transformation is complete. As for the pain,
I barely felt it.
But even in this nation of early adopters, not everyone is racing to get chipped.
Feel less human
I will feel like a robot.
I think, so much more data can go into this, when it's in your body.
There's no central registry tracking how many people are chipped, but biohacker Hannes Wellblood estimates between 5 and 10,000.
In the future, do you think everyone is going to be chipped?
I think it'll be voluntary, but I am certainly convinced that millions of people will find it very, very valuable to have a smart device under their skin.
Human microchipping may be our future, but in Sweden, it's already reality. Sarah Harmon, NBC News, Stockholm.
Be chipped to gain entry to the building and various services. I've just been chipped myself. It's not a painless process, but it doesn't last too long, not too difficult. Minor surgical procedure, which basically involves a little chip the size of, I suppose, of a grain of rice being inserted under your skin, and you can then go off and have it programmed and then do various things inside the building. Let's go and have a look. And here's Hannes Wellblood, who is in charge of this whole chipping operation in this building. Now, you've been chipped yourself. Where's your chip?
Yeah, I have a chip right here, which I use to access the entire office.
So let's see if we can get into this particular
This is
door.
how I do it.
Okay.
No need for passcodes.
And we're in. So, what else can you use this for? Is it just for gaining entry to doors? Because that would seem a fairly simple thing.
Absolutely not. With this technology, I interact with all kinds of devices all around us. It can be normally my smartphone. I unlock my smartphone, my computer, I unlock my bike. All kinds of things that are now part of the greater connected Internet of Things.
But inside this building, you'll be able to do what else? What other thing will you be able to do?
Oh, I open the front door, I open various office rooms, I open the copy machine so that I can log into it.
So you can print just by putting your hand against the printer?
Exactly. So it's instead of having some clumsy device in my pocket, I just put my hand on the reader. If we help show people that this is really not that complicated, it's making our lives easier, I think people will actually welcome this tool to make their lives easier.
And is there a sort of wider philosophy behind it?
We are early adopters of this technology. We experiment with it, we learn it, how it works, because I think that there might be a day when the tax man or the big corporates will come to us and say, hey, try this chip, try this implant. And then we, the biohackers who understand this technology, we will be able to question their proposals.
First thing we have to do when we get to work is swipe in with our key card. Then you sit down to start working, and you need a password to log in here too. And here at our station, if you want a snack, want to come upstairs to the break room, you got to grab your snack, bring it over here. You got to use a card to be able to purchase it. But what if there was a way that you wouldn't have to do any of that, where you could be microchipped, and that would basically work for the entire building? Well, it might be possible soon. Well, dozens of people are doing it voluntarily. Next week, 3 Square Market in Wisconsin will be the first company in the U.S. to give microchips to its workers. They are one of those businesses that put many food markets, similar to ours, into business places. They expect more than 50 employees to opt into the microchip. This is what it looks like, about the size of a grain of rice. It gets implanted under the skin between the thumb and the forefinger, and it just takes seconds to do it. The chip implant uses the same technology as mobile payments like Apple Pay. The chip allows them to buy stuff in the break room, log into their computer, and get into the building. The Wisconsin company got the idea from a company in Sweden that started voluntarily putting chips in its workers recently. It claims the chip does not track people, but there are possible privacy concerns for the future, because the company's CEO says the chips have the ability to store medical and health information. Still a lot of concern about this one, though, because what if you quit or you got fired? It costs $300 to implant the chip into your body. No word on exactly how they would get it out if you needed to.
The military made us get the chip in our wrist. The military made us get the chip in our wrist. The military made us get the chip in our wrist. Look at the scar. It's a little scar right there. My husband doesn't believe me, so I'm going to play with my hand. No, you don't. Yes, I am. You have to have it in your wrist. So what I can do is connect my debit card to it. Pay. Waiting for your transaction to complete. What the fuck? Yes, you do. He does not believe me. That's why I'm recording. You don't believe me. Give me this.
They been had that. You ain't never told me.
Baby, wait, you left the bag down here.
They been had.
You don't understand how far technology is coming. So I already signed the paperwork. Nope. Yes, we're gonna get one in our baby's wrist, but they can't get it until they're 3 years old.